The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to McStabber Studios' mini-series event, Monsterhearts 2, Home I Love to Hate. Tonight is our third and final episode called Promises. Young people, as they grow up, will often make promises to themselves, to each other. Some they can keep, and some they cannot. And the lessons they learn from these promises often shape who they become as adults. I am Mama McStabber, also known as Relindare, and with me tonight I have playing...
Hello, Reverend Benjamin Powers. I'll be once again playing Connor Halford, the divisive character who is both creepy and kind of like here. I'm prepared for emotional torment, and I've got my tissues ready. You should too. In a sad sense, not the other sense. If you're doing something else while you're watching this, then there's...
We are adultish here at McStabber Studios. Go ahead, Junie.
Dear Diary, why? We're here for flowers, chocolates, and promises we do intend to keep? I don't know. I'm Discordia. I'm a drug dealer, apparently, or something else. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what I can do. And therefore, I'm a mystery. Also, the Walking Burnbrook. Hi!
And I have to follow that. Hi, my name is Maddox. I will be playing the delightful Playboy Foster. He is a total jackass, but fun to watch.
Hi everybody, my name is Will. I'm Ravnos Archon in chat, and I'll be playing Jerry Winters, who could be a copy or could be the original. You never know. You never know. Is it the green card or the red card? Is this your card? Who knows?
I'm Coyote Lewis, and I'm playing Holly Brooks, Foster's twin sister, and everything's fine. Everything's great.
I'm Mickey Barr, and I'm playing Rory McTeer, the werewolf.
Oh my goodness. And Rory there doesn't have much to say because currently he is out in the woods with his, girlfriend he hasn't seen in 3 years. Y'all know what's going on out there.
Howling in the backwoods of South Carolina. Yeah, we all get that innuendo.
Get those tissues ready, folks.
If not for the tears, maybe the cleanup.
Boxes of Kleenex right here.
All right. So where we left off last session, Rory and the crew had gone to the state park because a girl he knew from Ireland had come looking for him at the party, missed him, and headed to the park. Rory got scared thinking she was in danger and took off like a bat out of hell. Connor went to go help and got slugged for it. Discordia and Jerry had a very interesting car ride to the park where Jerry was higher than a kite and seeing the constellations and sailing. Meanwhile, Discordia had to triage and treat his high because it was becoming a problem while driving. Needless to say, she did chemistry while driving.
Hashtag no box.
No, you must get consent for the no box.
Hashtag consent.
Must get consent.
And Holly and Foster did some vandalization of a car before leaving the party. Ruined somebody's night to uphold a promise that Foster had made. And then headed to the park. Eventually, they all got together, made their way to this girl that Rory knew, and she was sitting with a hunter. Their gym teacher, who had been a new placement at the school their senior year, had been hunting Rory, but not in the way that Rory's girlfriend from Ireland, or he thought, wasn't hunting him to kill him, was hunting him to recruit him. To do the good work of hunting the monsters that hurt good people. So Rory has taken off with his girlfriend after that emotional roller coaster to make up for lost time, as it were. Leaving the rest of this crew in the parking lot at the park, getting ready to head back to the party, Connor realized that Jerry has moved on from him and disappeared. And now, as the four still left in the parking lot were getting ready to go to the party, Foster got a phone call from his mom and said, CJ never came home after she left the party. His best friend. Probably the only human he's been close to. Ever. And he knows exactly where she is. Because he knows this girl. So, where we left off, Foster and Holly, and Discordia, as her friends call her, Dia, and Jerry, we're going to go look for this girl. First off, I want to find out, Connor, when you disappeared, where did you go?
Well, given that he had one of his fetters resolved, and he figured everybody else was heading back, and the idea of watching the burgeoning lupine couple consummate their relationship in the woods filled him with all sorts of uncomfortable feelings. Lots of uncomfortable feelings. In fact, I'm a visual thinker, and I got a lot of uncomfortable feelings. So he decided to walk back not fly like he would normally, just, kind of zip from one location to the other. He's still moving at a decent clip, but
he has actually left the park, though, before this phone call happened.
Yeah. He, I would love to say that he stayed behind to take part in,
but he didn't.
In meeting up with the person who, out of game, Ben is the most concerned with in the entire campaign.
Yeah.
But he'd already left, so
okay.
I
So
can't
he is gone. Nobody saw him leave because he went invisible, basically. But he is gone, and he is making his way back to the party. So it's going to take him some time to do that walk. It's about 2 to 3 miles.
He does have a cell phone. Just saying.
He does have a cell phone, just saying. All right. So I'm going to leave Rory to enjoy himself with Aisling for a little bit. We don't need to go into the details of that on stream. We don't want to break Twitch TOS. So, my 4 supernatural teens / young adults, Holly, Foster, Dia, and Jerry. Jerry, you had your hand on the passenger door when this phone call came in, and you agreed that you were going to help them.
Yeah, I think I have amends to make up to Foster for probably messing up some of his car and putting in some dents as I was climbing up and down it. So I feel obliged to help out.
Okay. So all of you are in your vehicles, driving down the road that is in the state park to go to near this site where the old bridge is. The road actually stops before the old bridge because it is in some overgrown area that isn't really used in the park anymore. Some people do sometimes fish off the bridge, the section of bridge that's still standing. It isn't unsafe. It's just old, and there is some rust like at the rivets and things like that. So, Foster, I take it you probably were in the lead.
Yeah, and in this moment, Foster has realized that the speed limit is an oppressive tool, so he's going to ignore it.
Yes, the speed limit in the park is about 10 miles per hour tops.
Funny, I'm going 90.
All right, so basically, as you pull up, Dia's going to be following. Now, Dia, are you going as fast as him? You know the park as well. You know where this bridge is.
Speed limit? We don't know her.
Okay, perfect. So y'all are just cruising. Thank God the cops are not patrolling in the park right now. All right. So y'all arrive at the end of the road that leads to the bridge. You're going to have to cut through a little bit of woodland, some brushland, basically, to get to the actual bridge site. If y'all need to have some conversations or anything while you're doing this short walk, go for it.
I'm sorry if that was difficult to deal with. I should have paid attention when you said to take it slow.
Taking it slow is always the way to go, especially when you haven't tried it yet. You don't know how your body gonna work like that. Why I said, just take a nibble. If you ever wish to partake again.
No, I'm done.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this, because one time always is a weird time. Make sure you're in a safe, comfortable space and you're with people you trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'll make a note of that, but I'm 800% sure I'm done.
You're 800% sure you're done tonight, but who's to say, a couple years from now, you're not trying to do it again?
Okay.
So just take your time and relax. It's going to be fine. We just have to figure out what the hell's going on with CJ.
Who's CJ, by the way?
Last Goes by CJ, apparently, from what Foster used to calling all the time, and what I heard from Holly. I don't know her very well. I just know her. Well, I know of her. She never
Alright.
makes a whole bunch of waves, so.
Yeah, I don't know who she is. I'm just.
Foster seems to have like a hankering for her, and she's got some kind of crush on him. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that I believe.
I mean, who does it? I do not. I want to state that for the record. Foster isn't Foster best friend brother. That is a no square. Completely. There is no need for anything there.
Just like the steering wheel.
Yes, and mental note. My glove box doesn't need permission to be popped. People need permission to be popped. Not my glove box.
There's a lot to unpack there because there's double entendres and.
Darling, when you start to have sexual intercourse with a car, then you just let me know, and I will make sure I get you a condom because I've never heard anyone wanting to get down with a car. Because I can tell you, Rory's probably been so suppressed for the past 4 billion years he's been alive that, I'm sure he didn't even think about trying to have sex with a car.
Yeah, the logistics of that are just.
I mean, think about it. It's such a big hole, and you just got a little thing.
Hey, Foster, are we there yet? This has gotten weird.
You actually do step foot, Foster, right there at the literally crappy former paved road. This used to be an actual state highway that went through the area. And what had happened was a few years, probably about a decade, maybe 2 decades back, they built an interstate further up the road and let this go to disrepair. So it's broken pavement, and it leads to a paved bridge piece that stops abruptly after it arcs up a little bit to where there used to be a bridge that went across the lake. And you see someone sitting on the edge where it arcs up. And it is CJ.
I'm gonna turn to the others as they, I'm assuming, get out of their cars and all that stuff.
Oh, they're walking with you.
Stay just a few feet back. Wanna be gentle, because it seems I'm the one who's fucked up here. And then I'll turn and start walking towards her.
He is just going to look at Holly like,
Like, he's not saying don't follow, he's just saying a few paces behind. Whether you all respect that or not is up to you.
I'm going to get up about halfway between, like, the edge of the bridge and where they're sitting. Like, I'll stop about halfway up.
Okay. And are the rest of you going to stand with Holly?
Yeah, I'll stay with Holly.
Okay. So, Foster, they basically walk up with you, and once you reach the midpoint of this arc of this former bridge, they stop and you can keep going as you approach Celeste. But of course, with the rocks and stuff from the old asphalt on this bridge, she's probably heard you coming. She just hasn't acknowledged.
That's fine. Just make my way over until I'm near enough that I could sit down.
Okay. Hi, Foster.
Hey, CJ.
Yeah.
May I sit with you?
It's a free country. At least that's what they tell us.
Never believed it, and I will sit down next to her.
My mama call your mama?
And then my mom called me.
I just couldn't go home yet.
Friends like these, right?
You are a good friend, Foster. A real good friend. And I'm an idiot.
You're not.
No, I am. But I've learned not to love broken things. I saw you. I was going to say goodbye. With Rachel. I will never be that. Never. And thus I will never be someone you'll ever look at like that. And that's okay.
When Jack left me and my sister, I was angry, betrayed. Seeing how easily a commitment like that could just fall apart and everyone just had to pick up the pieces. I can't feel that way about people, CJ.
Why do you
truly
think
have
I said
never-
I learned not to love broken things, Foster? I know you are scared of something real.
Yep. Part of me so scared I slept with half our classmates.
Yeah, you have.
But I never noticed how you felt.
Of course you didn't. You didn't see me like that. You just saw me as some girl that was just as good, if not better than you at something.
I saw you as my friend.
I've tried
the
to be.
one person in this town who saw past all the
Your
sleeping
bullshit?
around. Hell, the few times that I went a little too overboard, if it wasn't my sister correcting me, it was you.
Of course.
And I'm sorry that you had to turn into my second mom.
Yeah. It's kind of what I turned into, isn't it, Foster?
And I'm actually glad you came to the realization you did. You deserve someone who actually has the time to notice.
Sure as shit ain't gonna be here. I'm leaving
This
in
town's
the
poison.
I'm leaving in the morning.
Where to?
Rhode Island. Got a full scholarship.
All right.
I wanted to try to go to San Francisco with you, but I didn't get it. So, I'll go my way, and you go yours.
It's always next year.
You know this is it, right, Foster? I can't keep being your mom.
I don't really want that. I think it'd be far easier for me to just want you to be happy.
Maybe I will someday. And maybe when you grow up a little bit and stop being so scared, we can actually be friends. You can't stay the terrified little boy forever, Foster. Sometimes you've got to take the leap in spite of the fear and be courageous. Because you never know if that'll be the best thing that'll ever happen to you if you don't. As much as me and my mama argue, that's something she taught me. Because you know you're not the only one with a daddy that abandoned him. With the way I am, my dad couldn't handle it. When I was young, it was hard. I could barely talk. Couldn't control my emotions. He wasn't cut out for it. And for a long time, I blamed myself. So I also learned from you that I could be appreciated, that I had value, that people could see beyond the weird and see me. And who knows?
I've seen weirder.
Funny thing, while I was sitting out here looking at the water, doing my thinking, my pondering, coming to realizations, met a stranger. And they told me, when you and your sister showed up, that you're expected. Real pretty lady. She walked right out of them woods, came and talked to me.
You didn't
Make a deal?
promise her anything, did you?
No. I just told her I'd relay the message.
Can you point to where she came from?
And she turns, and the rest of y'all standing back see her point behind you back to where the broken up paved road is. And it's tree line. Not on the side where the cars are parked, on the opposite side. About 10 feet down that way.
Thanks.
Yeah. You got my number, Foster. You can call me if you need to talk. But I'm ready to move on.
Sorry I led you along like an asshole.
You didn't. That was me. You did absolutely nothing to make me fall for you, Foster. That was all me. I saw the real you and how wonderful you are. Nobody else gets to see that except maybe Holly. She probably does, and your mama too.
Can I... Feels bad to just leave it on an entirely bitter note.
I'm not bitter. Are you bitter?
Towards myself, maybe.
You just need to grow up, Foster. Not everybody's going to try to hurt you.
Care for a parting gift?
Sure.
Just look at the water. And
She does?
you, as much as it seemed like it was a joke, you are better at art than me. By a lot. You can capture things that don't need to be set in one specific angle. You focus on every spot. And it's truly criminal that more people don't know about that talent. And as Foster's talking, the colors around the two of them start to, like if you're watching wet paint in rain, everything just slowly bleeds down until it's just the two of us, not even sitting on anything, but we're still sitting. You deserve to see the colors instead of producing them for once. And then everything will fade back up, but we're in a much, much different place. There are plants with colors that should not match, things with green leaves, sure, but then there's also some where the bark is blue, or there's some daisies that tower above our heads. There's fireflies, some of them flying through and like somehow flying in Celtic knot patterns in the air. And it's twilight. Perpetually. Welcome to the other part that I hide. This is Fairy. And you're now the first person outside of my family who knows. But I've been told that every person that sees this place gets a bit of inspiration from it.
Foster. And then she turns and looks at you. And what does she see?
She sees that Foster's skin has taken on a golden coloration, just a mild one. His eyes have filled in to be all one color, and they're a very soft sort of blue, almost like sky blue. His ears have grown back into very long points. His hair has gotten longer. His stature, he seems like taller and a little broader, but in a sultry sort of description.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is also occasionally like just a bit of heat distortion that comes off of, it seems like
a shimmer.
His shoulders and his mantle.
Like a shimmer.
Mm-hmm. Uncertain if it's heat or sparkles, but it's something visual.
And she looks at you, and her eyes just go like saucers. So beautiful.
And I'm not human.
And literally, she just says, so beautiful.
There's a lovely golden blush to his cheeks at that.
Thank you. I couldn't have even dreamed this.
No one
She's looking
does.
around.
It's all it's like I said, you're all about the 3 dimensions, but I have to work with, and without meaning to, of course, he gestures in a very grandiose way, his arms spreading out, that little shimmer moving with his arms. You can't dream about this. It's not its purpose. This is a place to disappear to, a place to live for random spurts at a time. And from what I've been told, everyone who is not like us that comes here brings a little bit of this color back out with them. And I know that you'll do better with it with 3 dimensions than I ever could with just one perspective.
And at that, she gives you a big hug. And
Hug
just
back.
says, "Thank you, Foster."
You're incredibly welcome. Celeste C.J. Jones. One last quick squeeze in the hug,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll let go. Wipe away the silver tears that I'm crying. We can spend a bit more time here, but this doesn't last forever.
Let's go back. You have an appointment to keep. I think that lady might have come from here.
Sounds about right. And then the same color effect, Foster's features shift back to what he looks like in his more normal human-looking state. And just for the audience and all the people that were watching that, you all watched after she pointed, he talked with her for a little bit, and then from the tops of their heads down, they just slowly faded from view. Just vanished from sight. And then
So let's pick up there while they
Okay.
just have their reaction to what they witnessed with us basically fading from view.
Yeah, I think the brownie kicked in again.
Possible. Hallie, what they have a loving look.
I pat them both on the shoulders. It's all right. They're safe-ish. Foster's just showing CJ something really special.
Okay. Question.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna come back, okay, right?
Yeah, they should. It should be fine.
I rush over to where they were, and I just start waving my hands in the space where they were.
Are they gonna come back and he's just gonna be knocking their heads?
Yeah, there is nothing
maybe.
there when you are swiping, Jerry.
They are gone.
How in the ever loving fuck is this goddamn possible? And you know my work.
There just may be a reason that.
Holly, if I had my grandmother glasses, I'd slide it down my nose and look at you over that and go, really?
There's a reason I'm really good with plants, and why some of the things I bring have a little extra kick.
Okay.
They just may not come from here. They might come from somewhere else.
Where? You coming from space or something? Are you working with Thanos and we don't know this?
Think.
I mean, we just found out that there's a ghost and a werewolf in our class. Like, I think, and this is coming from me, but I think secrets are like way past the line where we are right now.
Well, it's a little bit better that you don't exactly know. Because beings could make you make promises about it, and you don't want that.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Don't tell.
You know what this is?
Dia, in your education from your grandmother, does this ring any bells?
Well, one of the cardinal rules: never take from somebody that you're not paying for, and never take an unwanted gift, or never take a surprise gift or a gift without any payment. Oh, sweet Jesus. You're not telling me what I think you're telling me, but you're not telling me.
I have never
Let's just say
done
this.
that to you.
Yeah, you're about to say that word, aren't you? Let's just say this. There's a reason why I always pay for things.
And you, in return, pay me with other elements of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So...
I raise my hand.
Yes, Jerry.
I'm lost. So if we could
Dia.
dumb it down for me.
That's Holly.
Yes.
Okay, darling.
Two people were here, and I waved my hand right where they were.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're not here, and David Copperfield's not around.
Okay, Jerry, remember back in kindergarten when Miss Penelope gave us that whole big story of the wee folks? And that you're not supposed to be taking presents?
No, hang on. Better thing. Shakespeare.
That I know.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to go that route or not.
Puck.
Okay. Not the best role, but I know it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Think about it.
What was Puck, Jerry?
Oberon, Titania.
Yeah, I mean, that's folk tales.
Uh-huh.
Apparently not.
Yeah, they're folk tales.
Yeah, so was the werewolf and the ghost.
Yeah.
Touche.
And so are practitioners.
She will actually boop Jerry on the nose. He said touche. It's free to touch me, so I booped him on the nose.
This is a lot to take in. And I'm just going to go to the side of the bridge and just kind of lifetime slide down until I'm on my butt.
It's okay, Jerry. It's fine.
I mean, Jerry, you're such a good actor. You picked up everything that Rory did. So, I mean, I guess it's a talent. And
I mean, it is a little bit more than just a talent. Like you were down on all fours, sniffing, getting real into it.
I mean, if you weren't turning into a werewolf in that moment, I'd be like, where are you?
Are you a werewolf too?
No. I just... Have you seen his ass? Like, he got down on the floor. Like,
That's South Carolina's ass.
God bless. I just figured, if that works for him, I have to at least give it a try, right? Like, no harm, no foul.
Is that why you were turning around and doing all the shots and drinking like him and did the whole brownie?
Sure.
MC has a question. Does anyone have like an ability or anything where people struggle to lie with them?
Yes.
If you count watching them at every moment of every day till you learn everything about them. Yeah.
She will take off her necklace and do a circle. And she'll go, now, Jerry. I'm going to tell you something because you're a nice person. I would suggest you tell me the truth. Otherwise, it's going to be slightly painful for you.
I mean, I'm not a nice person. So.
Is that a truth or a lie?
Jerry, is that a truth or a lie? That you're not
truth.
It's the truth. You see no effect. He is not a nice person.
Then what are you?
It's complicated.
So is my parents, but nah, you don't hear me bugging on that.
There's no play that I can reference.
There is a story.
I'm not a person.
Are you a ghost too?
No. I like enter the circle and I poke him. You're pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm
What?
not like Connor.
Okay, then what you like?
Cyrano?
What's that?
Wait, didn't we watch that in class?
Yeah, with Gerard Depardieu.
I mean,
Yeah.
In French class,
I was doing
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh no!
I don't know how to conjugate my verbs in French.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
That why Connor carried that book around all the time?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
What
Because of you.
did I do?
You tried to burn the book.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody saw that.
Oh, Connor did. Connor came to me, and Connor gave me the book for safekeeping.
Yeah, he's always doing things like that.
He cares about you numbnut.
Yeah, I don't know if I care about myself enough to care for somebody else.
That is also the truth.
Well, how about this? There are people that do care about you and do think that you're talented, but what makes you this way?
Do you remember Elijah? Elijah Smythe?
Vaguely?
Yeah, he's been gone for a few years.
Yeah. I'm part of him, kind of, I guess you could say.
I just look at Holly like really, or not Holly.
Yeah, you look
at
at
Dia.
yourself at it.
I look at myself. I look at Dia, and I'm just a very confused face.
Yeah, Dia's me. Yeah.
Because so far he's telling the truth because he's not reacting to your circle.
I know. That's what's freaking her out.
Yeah. I don't remember first grade stories. I don't remember fifth grade food fights.
Are you a manifestation of things or what?
So you literally like poofed into existence?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And you
that.
think that disappearing's weird?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you just manifested yourself as Elijah, whatever his name was. And
Elijah manifested me.
That is
Wait,
a lie. He feels pain, sharp, ringing pain in his ears at this moment.
I doubled over.
that's a lie. Want to try that one again, do you? Told you I could tell the truth. I'll sense the truth out of things.
I don't remember anything before freshman year. That's the truth.
That is truth.
So what are you?
Nothing in between. Fever made flesh.
You're something. You're someone.
I just poked you in the nose.
He said, feeling made flesh.
So what feeling are you?
Unrequited love.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. No, it doesn't.
No,
Yeah.
it
Try
makes
from my end.
sense. I mean, I understand. I don't even know who the hell my dad is. And my mama's never around. Hell, she didn't show up for the graduation.
Who of you two ladies is well read in classic literature?
Dia's read her fair share.
Yeah, Dio would probably be more well read.
Dia, that would trigger you to think of the story of Frankenstein's monster.
So, What's your real name?
Jerry.
That's the name you gave yourself.
Something felt right. I was looking at a Tom and Jerry cartoon when it's one of my first memories. And I just remember the chase. And that's been my life. It's just a chase.
What are you chasing?
Love.
Friendship, brother, sister, family, romantic, bub down the street.
I know I want to have it.
What you gonna do with it when you got it?
Probably the same thing that my foster just did.
Disappear?
Just vanish.
I have a feeling Boston might actually come back.
And at that moment, Foster and CJ reappear.
It's just the same effect in reverse. Starts at our toes, works its way up. And just for a second, Foster's eyes are blue. Just for a second.
And just for a second, CJ looks different. She looks more vibrant. Like, legit, you'd never noticed before she's actually a pretty girl.
Holly, is that pixie stuff?
He will stretch once he's fully formed back into this world. Do you want to ride back to your place?
Nah, I parked my car a little ways.
Okay.
You go to your meeting. I'll give you a call when I get to Rhode Island.
Please do. You need to tell me how small it is. I've never been.
Oh my gosh, did you not pay attention in geography? It's tiny.
Why would I pay attention in geography? That had nothing to do with people.
Rosa doesn't know where to pay attention to at times. Careful where you step.
I just heard Dia talking.
Yeah, and CJ looks down. And she looks at that circle. Because she's still got that Fey magic running through her right now. She can actually see the circle.
Wild buzz.
Just keep don't.
And
just,
she's just steps around. Holly.
As
Jerry, right? The actor?
I wave at her. Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
As
Discordia. And she just... Go ahead.
As she's getting, like, walking off, I kind of walk off with her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know he can be really dense at times. But, and I know you and I aren't really all that close or anything, but if you ever want to check on him and you don't want to talk to him, send me a text. Okay?
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah. And I'll beat his ass for you later.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
I already yelled at him anyways, so.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I hope you had a good time.
It was beautiful. I can't wait to get where I'm going so that I can start working on designs to sculpt some of the stuff I saw.
We'd love to see it.
MC.
Yes.
With that Fey magic buzz, she still sees me the way she saw me.
Mm-hmm. She
what
sure
does
does.
Holly look like?
Yeah. What does Holly look like? Because she sees both of you as you are right now.
Yeah. Almost like weirdly identical.
So golden, blue-eyed.
Except for Holly has green eyes.
Green eyes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much identical.
Mm-hmm. And she takes a look at you, and then she turns back to Foster. Not identical.
Not identical.
But very close. And she just smiles and goes on her way, walking down the road to her car.
Hi, Celeste.
And she hollers back, "Now, Foster, don't you be late to your appointment."
Wouldn't dream of it.
Because we want that appointment.
Yes. Sis.
Yeah.
Direct quote from Celeste. A stranger came out and said to pass on a message that I have an appointment and I shouldn't be late, which tells me that we probably shouldn't be late.
Yeah.
You want to follow me?
Yeah.
Anyone else is welcome to come. Just know that it's very interesting when you get there.
With just a drop of her necklace, the ring of truth breaks. She's like, all right.
Yeah, sure. Can't get
Cool.
any weirder.
This will be fun.
Remember that brownie you ate, Jerry?
Sure.
Similar, but it will have more substance.
Oh, please, whatever you do, please do not make it so that he wants to do something with my car.
It'll be
Don't
fine.
worry.
It's
the car will
fine.
be the furthest thing from your minds.
Mhm.
And
A lot of other things further from my mind.
I take a deep breath, grab my sister's hand, and start walking towards the exact spot that Celeste pointed out, because sometimes specifics are important.
Yes.
Okay, and I take it you are also grabbing hands of Jerry and Dia to
Have to.
pass them through. Now, as they take your hands, we are going to stop scene there, and we will come back to y'all going into the Fey realm after I deal with other players at the table. Rory,
Yes.
let me just check something on your sheet. Your connection to Aisling and hers to you has become even deeper. After the two of you had sex in the woods. After so long apart. So, any roles you have to make to defend her, and any roles she has to make to defend you, will have a 1 bonus to it. On top of the one you already had. So it'll actually be a 2 bonus.
Well, damn.
Because you had already established that you two had this connection. And both of you kept it for 3 years apart. That's some serious fucking loyalty right there. And the two of you had your fun, made up for lost time, and are in the woods afterwards. You've shifted back to your human forms. I swear, Rory, that's just... You never cease to impress me.
You know, can we just pretend that I said something clever and thoughtful and meaningful? Because right now I'm just lost, love.
No, you are blissfully happy. So tell me, why are you Mr. Freeze?
Wait, what?
That girl that saw you do your walk of shame. She said she... no, it was the other girl. It was the other girl. She said she knew all the details of why you were called Mr. Freeze.
Okay, you're either talking about Discordia or Bianca.
I
Discordia was the
assume.
one in the park.
Yes, so Discordia is the one that said she knew all the details. You mentioned Bianca. Now, I spoke with her briefly when I went to the party.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed to get real pissed off that I was asking for you.
Well, you see, when I first got here, I was something of a novelty, if you will.
Oh, I see how that is.
And she wanted to have me as a knick-knack in her mirror, if you will.
Oh, she wanted to couple with you.
Aye. Now, you remember what I was like a few years ago? It was, head down, full hearts, charging straight forward.
Absolutely.
I blissfully naive as well, because it was my first time really, being around a large group of people and drinking and partying and this, that, and the third, and somehow I found myself alone in a room with her. And she started to put the proverbial moves on me.
Ah.
And when she started to do that, the only thing I could think of is, well, you. And I tried to say no and no and no, and she kept going and going and going, and then I sort of panicked.
Oh no, what did you do?
Well, our kind were really strong.
Yes, we are. Did you break her?
No. She landed on the bed.
Oh, good.
And there may or may not be a me-shaped hole in the wall at her abode.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I said, I panicked.
Oh my gosh, Rory.
What do you want from me?
Everything.
And it's yours, darling. It's absolutely yours.
God. Oh, no wonder she was so pissed off that I came asking for you. She's still got a thing for you.
I don't think... Okay, that fucking cow.
Oh, she's not a cow. She's a slag.
You're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me. The language of my own people now. I can talk in it. No, she, I don't think it was ever a true affection.
No, it was conquest. You can tell she's the type.
Aye, and she's made me feel the consequences. That's what I'm looking for. The consequences of that decision every fucking day for the past 3 years.
Oh, has she?
Aye, in her, she the slings and arrows, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But, what the fuck is she gonna do? They love football in this country.
Oh, it doesn't matter what the fuck she's going to do. Why don't we go back to the party? I'll show her what I'm going to do.
Okay. That sounds delightful. Oh, the ideas. Oh, the plans. The carnage. But I must ask for one thing, love.
What's that?
That we finally are able that we I want to dance with you. I want to do the things that we should have been able to do together had we been together. And I just want to be close to you, love.
My prince, it would be my pleasure.
Well, shall we?
We
Or-
shall.
And we will walk blissfully out of the woods and back towards the party.
Yes, we will.
I hope clothed.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
totally.
Fuck, no, wait, look, we should put some clothes on.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Shit.
Yeah, well, this isn't the fucking south of Ireland. We can't just run
No,
across-
these people are so uptight.
Puritan, I think, is the word.
Yes,
like, quite literally Puritan.
that is apt. That is apt.
Like, we're Catholic, but these fucks are fucking on another level.
Exactly. So y'all get dressed and head back to the party. Now, Connor, you've been walking back to the party. As you get close to where you're actually just walking past where the cars are parked and you can see the bonfire in the barn off a little ways, you get this really strong feeling. Nobody can see you because you're still invisible. But you get this really strong pull from the tents.
I start making my way over there.
As you walk past the bonfire, and in between the bonfire and the barn, and as you make it to the edge of the tents, that feeling changes a bit. It grows more intense, and you know it's coming from Lonnie. She needs you. You're muted.
Thank you. I see that's going to become a thing for this session, too.
It will.
There isn't even a shimmer. He's not there 1 second, and he's at the tent the next second. He debates for maybe what would be a heartbeat for a normal person on whether to enter, and then he just throws the flap aside.
Inside, you see Lonnie choking the shit out of a guy.
Well, I guess that could have gone worse. Lonnie, what are you doing?
Connor, God, thank God. I was just thinking about you. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need my friend. I need some help. This guy tried to rape me. And literally the guy's like, I mean, she's choking the shit out of him.
Did he?
He tried. I stopped out and I'm tougher than I look.
I know. Lonnie, why don't you...
The guy is starting to turn purple.
Lonnie, let him, back off, please. 'Cause I think you're killing him. And I don't think that...
Shit!
Killing him... Yeah.
And the guy is passed out, but he's breathing.
Are you... And he doesn't even think, like, his coat, his hoodie is... He takes it off and tries to put it around her.
Yeah, her clothes are torn.
He completely forgets it's insubstantial. And so he tries to cover her with it and realizes that it's passing through her. Mm-hmm. And he reaches down and grabs a blanket and puts that over her instead.
And she's just, I mean, after she lets go, the bravado collapses and she's just bawling, shaking.
His arms are completely wrapped around her. And he's praying that he's not too cold, even though he knows he may be. and he just doesn't say anything other than to just gently stroke her hair, and just hold her. And we should, Lonnie, come on, we should move out of the tent.
As you have this blanket and this embrace around her, you notice she's cold.
She's solid, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lonnie, you're freezing.
Shit!
It's okay. It's alright. I'm pretty cold, too.
What the fuck, man? Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Shit!
Now, does she look hurt in any way?
She actually does not. Her clothing was
Okay.
torn, but she does not seem to have any actual wounds.
Okay. Yeah, come on.
I can't walk through the party. I can't let them see me.
No. Lonnie. It's okay. I'll take care of you. Just, come over here for a minute. And he kind of leads her
away
out
from the
over to
tent.
the side.
Mm-hmm.
And, he kind of, once they get outside of the firelight and outside and away from the people, he kind of like tries to kind of guide her like back against a tree.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
And he isn't saying anything. He's just there with her in the moment, letting her speak and just offering kind of a comforting hand on her shoulder.
That fucking guy. I was doing really well tonight. I was doing really fucking well tonight.
I know. I was proud of you. Still am. You didn't do anything wrong, Bonnie. Obviously you know that. It's the guy who's now purple in that tent that did everything wrong, and believe me, I can assure you he's going to regret it. For a long time.
If I ever catch him
Maybe.
alone, he'll regret it then, and that's it.
I'll tell you what, Lonnie, if I ever catch him alone, I assure you he will regret it. Deeply, and in ways probably it would make both of us uncomfortable to think about.
You're dead, aren't you, Connor?
You're dead too, aren't you, Lonnie?
Sure am.
And without even realizing it, that he has her in this just massive embrace of just laughter
Yeah.
and tears and just,
Yeah.
Sitting in the dark, two dead things holding each other for comfort.
Oh, God. Now you know why I can't leave.
Now you know why I can't leave. It's literally impossible. I'm kind of stuck here, and, well, I now see why college might not work.
Yeah. I have a hard time keeping my emotions in check. I have a hard time keeping my temper in check. I have a hard time knowing that my body is capable of really hurting them. And I have this urge all the time. All the time.
I know what that's like. Different, it sounds like, but, I I don't. It's kind of hard to articulate, but I don't. I'm. When I say I'm stuck here, I kind of mean that. I've been dead for 3 years, roughly. I was dead before I got here. My dad moved us here, and
You're attached to your dad.
I'm attached to a lot of things. I'm attached to my dad. I was attached to my mom, but she knew I was dead. And when she tried to tell my dad, he had her put in a hospital, and then we moved. I mean, I think it was my dad and my mom that brought me back in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I don't remember much after I jumped.
Oh.
I just remember it being cold and wet, and I remember thinking that this was for the best, and that everybody was that it was gonna help people. I thought that they were talking a lot about money, and they always wanted a daughter too, and my mom, they tried, but they couldn't. Because they couldn't afford it. And so I thought to myself that if I loved them so much, and if I wasn't here, they would have the money and they could have the daughter that she really wanted because they'd be able to afford it. And so I thought it was the only way to help them. And I don't remember much of the way home. I just remember being cold. I was very cold and I was very wet. And then I was home, and then Mom took me to the emergency room, and
You didn't have a pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's when she started to, she told my dad, and she was right, but he didn't believe her. I even tried to tell him that she was right, but of course he didn't believe me either. I was just walking around, and then we came here because she was in the hospital and Dad had money, and the property values here are really low. So we got a house, and then I went to school, and I met people, and I met Jerry, and Jerry was really nice, and he was the first person that really saw me. I was always around, and Jerry saw me, and he saw me as someone who was here, and someone who was alive, and someone who was real. And he taught me that you can let yourself be honest with someone. And I told him what happened to me, and then he left. He couldn't take it, and then you were there, and I didn't want to tell you. Because if I told you, you might leave too, and I can't lose you either. I lost everything. I lost myself.
At that moment, she reaches out, and her cold hand holds on to your cold hand. I can't go anywhere, Connor.
So...
I'm never going anywhere.
So if, they say nothing lasts forever, Lonnie, so, would you be my nothing?
Only if you'll be mine.
I'm glad we're dead together.
Me too.
Let's go.
Okay.
Leap.
And with that, we are going to break. And welcome back to the last half of our last session of Monsterhearts 2, Home I Love to Hate, Episode 3, Promises. So where we've left off, Rory and his girlfriend Aisling, his princess, are walking back to the party. Connor has just had a very touching conversation with his friend Lonnie after basically stopping her from killing a guy that attempted to rape her. Now, in the heat of the moment, Connor didn't notice who the guy was yet because he was so focused on Lonnie. And the Fae twins and Discordia and Jerry were stepping foot into the Fae realm because while CJ told Foster that he was being summoned, actually he and his sister were being summoned. And we will pick up with the Fae twins and Discordia and Jerry walking through the veil to the Fae realm.
Do myself or my sister need to spend strings on any one particular person to get them to go, or is this MC Fiat?
We are going to MC Fiat that because they both agreed to go. You did not have to convince them to go. Same as you didn't actually have to spend one on CJ to take her because she agreed to go.
All right. Our phones don't work in this realm, do they? Then a second after Foster steps and he lets go, he goes for his phone, and Holly can see, because I'm assuming she's right next to him, that he opens the texts to Mom to let him know what's going on, and then just stops. We should have let her know before we came through, shouldn't we?
Yeah, probably.
She'll find us.
Yeah.
Also, welcome everyone to this delightful place. Don't eat anything.
Yeah, don't eat anything.
Like not a damn thing.
Describe to them what they see.
Holly, you can do it this time since I did it last time.
Since we walked into the tree line, you can't even see the tops of them. Tall canopies hanging down leaves and vines. Some of the vines actually move out to touch and reach towards everyone else. There's little bugs and birds that are making noises as they go past. Some weird furred creature kind of crosses the path too before scurrying back into the brush. Bright, vibrant colors. Leaves falling that are like changing colors as they come down, and then you just start, there's a very light bit of music that you can start hearing, like flute or ethereal, very oversaturated colors.
I slowly tap Dia on the shoulder and just like, are you seeing this too, or is the brownie acting up?
Colin, my brownies can't do this.
Okay.
They theoretically they could. I would just have to give you a lot of stuff, and I don't think that would be healthy for any human consumption.
No. There's some chemicals in the brain that cannot do this.
I believe it.
Just don't lick anything either.
Don't drink anything either.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
And then obviously Foster and Holly are both taller and more majestic than even they are normally.
I swear everyone's taller than me. What the hell?
I'm only this tall this way.
Yeah, only in this place do we ever get anywhere close to being this awesome.
And even in this place, I'm still shorter than you.
I still love you.
Yeah, but you're not seeing the aura. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the only one seeing that, right, sis? She's that.
Oh, yeah.
So, Dia, what they see when they look at you is an aura of color It's actually a swirl of 2 different colors. Of a rich royal blue and an earthy green.
I am a belladonna. I'm majestic as fuck.
Yeah, but no human that I've ever met has any shit when they come through here.
Yeah, when you look at Jerry, he has none.
It's more like Jerry. Jerry, it's very muted and dark, nothing. But because of your capabilities, you are shing, sparkle, sparkle. Just be careful, though, because you might attract something, and that might be bad.
Darling, I sparkle even outside.
Yeah,
And
but in this
Dia,
case, it seems more literal.
As you have raised your hand up near your face, you actually notice there is a slight glow around your skin. And it is a swirling of the blue and green.
You know what? I should just totally tell my grandmother I'm better than her. She might smack my ass, but the bitch didn't turn around and tell me I was colorful.
Oh, come on. You're always colorful.
Why exactly are you that way, though? Is there some...
I'm a belladonna.
Which means so very little to me.
But
I don't give a shit about the history of this town.
Oh, see, that's where you fail to connect what I am.
There's a reason why I try and stay on Grandma Hera's good side.
I'm 13th generation, darling.
Like white?
Yes. I'm 13th generation, pleasantly peach, Caucasian. However, did you guess?
So it's
I got
magic,
eyes.
then.
A
You
woman
came from
steps
one way.
out of the tree line with a coy grin on her face. And she is wearing a dark blue mask, very intricate, almost chaotic. She has long, dark hair, pointed ears, but her skin has a slight silver sheen to it. Good, you have come. And when she speaks, her voice sounds like music.
I bow.
But without ever letting my eyes leave her, because that's rude, but bow also.
And she is stunningly beautiful. Her eyes are the color of onyx and sparkle. Good. You show respect. You've been taught well. Who have you brought with you? I see a witch. And what is he?
I'm a Jerry.
What is a Jerry?
That's who I am. And I also bow since I saw them do it, and they got praise for it. So fuck it.
Oh, he can show respect too. Very good.
She'll wait and slowly curtsy because she's been called out already.
Good. I am queen of this realm. The king wishes to speak with you. Foster? Take the witch with you. You will be interested in her. As she's looking you over, basically unblinking, obviously inspecting you.
Dia will turn around. She'll do a whole 360.
Oh, you are fun. Heck, I might want to speak with you. Jerry, what do you do?
Act, mostly. Or I can write poetry.
Oh. Polly, you bring him with you. Come. Foster, you know the way, yes? Hasn't your mother taken you to the castle before?
Once before, Your Majesty, so I remember the way, although I might get a little turned around at points.
Fine, I will lead you, come. And she leads you all to the castle. As you walk through the forest, you see she is walking with an exceptional grace. She is obviously royalty. Her moves are completely sinuous and elegant. And little Jerry, what you think might even be pixies, flock to her and fly away, and flock to her and fly away, and some whisper little things in her ears.
Lean into Holly. Holly's real.
As real as you and I are.
Shh. No, it's loud.
And you hear the queen start laughing.
I'm also laughing, but where her laugh is, I'm assuming, very lyrical and musical.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Foster's laugh is just boisterous and vivacious. He's not a musical fae. He's just someone that loves life.
Oh. As she looks over. Yes, Jerry, here they are real. There is much you will see here. I take it you are a fan of fantasy?
And Shakespeare, yes.
Oh, very good, very good. You will thoroughly enjoy this. And you walk further, and as you exit the deeper woods, you come to a clearing where the canopy, actually beyond what you recognize in the real world, extends further out and over this majestic building that seems like it's made out of crystal and sparkles in the twilight night like opal. And there are guards that appear similar to what Holly and Foster and the Queen look like. They are in varying metallic shades to their skin. Some are more copper, some are silver, some look like steel. And all of them have vibrant, jeweled eyes. As she passes, the guards in front of the stairway leading to the main entry split like water. And she leads you up the stairs to the entryway. Foster, you know where the main throne room is from here, yes?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. Take your friend there. I will speak with your sister and Jerry in my chambers.
I will look to Dia and gesture down the hall. And I will hold my arm out, offering, and then I will walk her towards the throne room.
And as the Queen takes Holly and Jerry down a side passage, it leads to a large set of intricately carved and painted doors. They are double doors. Shows a forest scene, obviously set at night. There is a moon, actually 2 moons in the sky, with stars forming constellations. Jerry?
I've seen these before.
You have seen this before?
I'm sorry, Your Highness, the constellations.
And she looks at Holly and says, has he partaken of some of our edibles?
I look at Holly.
I think so. There was a party tonight, and he might have indulged a little bit.
Okay. Oh, do not worry. You are not in trouble for taking things over to that side. I think it is hilarious. And she opens the doors, and inside is an elaborate sitting room. It is lavishly furnished and beautifully carved wood furniture that is eloquently overstuffed with soft cushions in velvets and silks, and decorated like you've never seen, Jerry.
I mimic Foster, and I offer my hand to Holly as we're about to walk in.
You don't take it. Okay. The queen walks in, and she sits down in a chair, and it leaves a love seat open for the two of you to sit. And she actually gestures to it. Please, have a seat. And a guard that was in her room, she looks at, nods towards the door, and the guard leaves and closes the door behind him. Holly?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've been observing. You have a lot of potential.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. It is your tutelage and hard work that has earned this recognition. I believe with further study and practice, you will become very powerful. I would like to offer to you because of the potential you have. I know you must maintain your ruse in society. And you must go to your college, pursue your human interests, of course. But when you have breaks, come see me. I will train you on how to harness chaos. Oh, forgive me, Jerry. I have not properly introduced myself. I am Queen Titania.
Just like the play. Got it. Okay.
Oh, Shakespeare was creative with his interpretation.
I see that now. Yes, Your Majesty.
I did enjoy him for a time, though.
Oh. And I will blush and kind of sink in the love seat.
So, Jerry, you like to act.
Yes, ma'am.
And her eyes really focus on you. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know.
Holly, do you accept my offer? You want to know what the payment is?
Yes.
Jerry,
Ma'am.
would you stay with me? I can offer you the ability to learn to be anything.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I was told not to accept offers.
Granted, the catch would be that you would work for me. You could pretend to be anything. You could gather intelligence for me. But you would have everything you have seen so far and more. To learn from, to enjoy, And there's so many personalities and emotions here.
This is truly a treasure trove. I am not worthy, and I kind of look at Holly like,
Get him to agree, and that is your payment for your tutelage.
Would you like his agreement now or in the near future?
Do you have attachments you need to resolve before agreeing? Is that what is holding you back?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's a lot to take in, Your Majesty, and I kind of bow my head again.
Rizal, if you want to do this, which I get the feeling you do, as you said, it is a treasure trove. Do you promise to return once you have resolved your attachments?
Yes.
The deal is struck. Holly, you will assist him in any way he is requiring to resolve his attachments so he can return, and your payment is fulfilled and your tutelage may begin.
Yes, Your Majesty. I wasn't quite expecting to hear that I had caught your eye.
Your mother has done well. I have had my spies keeping eye on her work with you kids. Tell her the Queen is impressed.
I will pass along your message. It's been quite a while since she was at court, so...
She is welcome anytime.
Awesome. Great.
And then, without further word, the guard opens the door. My guard will see you out. I expect, Jerry, I will be seeing you very soon. Holly, make sure he is at the woodline. Within the hour.
Okay. I will endeavor to get him to town and everything quickly before the hour.
We can arrange it so certain things can be cleaned up.
Ah, okay. That'll make it a little bit easier.
Take care of your most urgent needs, Jerry.
Okay.
Be well.
I stand, I bow, and I kind of just grab Jerry's hand and like swing him up.
I stop as soon as I stand up, and I'm like, "What?" Just as a precaution, what happens if we're not at the woodline in an hour?
I will personally retrieve you.
Okay. See, it wasn't ominous until now. Now it's ominous. Okay.
You know your Shakespeare. Did he not write about how I am?
Yeah. I pull my hand out of Holly's. Lead the way. You're welcome.
And the Queen is just laughing as you walk out of her chambers. And the guard takes you back to the main entryway, waiting for your brother and Dia. But first, we are going to switch over to Rory and his girlfriend, Aisling. You have just stepped foot into the party. So, shall we dance before I go knock her lights out? Didn't hear you, Mickey. Or are you sending messages?
I'm still processing that last scene, so
You and me both.
If it helps, you're not alone.
This is some good macaroni, folks.
You know, it's great when we get an intermission, like after a scene that we didn't expect.
All right. So, can you set that up for me again, please?
Sure. You and your girlfriend, Aisling, your princess, have just arrived at the party. You took your time enjoying each other's banter and conversation as you walked back to the party, and ended up now making it. You're nearing the bonfire, and she looks at you and says, "So shall we dance before I throw a punch at her jaw?"
At which point, Rory smiles, takes her hand, gives her a spin, pulls her in close, and proceeds to dance a lively jig with her.
And she dances with you. And as you twirl and such,
And laugh.
and laugh and are enjoying each other, Bianca walks out.
I don't even notice her. I've only got eyes for Aisling.
Mm-hmm. Aisling only has eyes for you. You both don't notice her until she gets real close and says, "So you're the reason." And you see your girlfriend get this wicked fucking grin on her face.
At which point I just say, Aisling, meet Bianca. Bye, Bianca. And I get out of the way.
And Bianca is surrounded by her girls, her cheer squad.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Thought to work out well for you.
Aisling turns, looks at Bianca and says, "Oh yeah, you're the bitch that gave me lip when I was looking for him. He told me the story of how you tried to be a fucking trollop and take advantage of him. Bitch, you never had a chance. He's always been mine." And she rears back and lays Bianca the fuck out. She lands a hit right to her fucking temple. Bianca goes down like a goddamn house of cards. And literally, her girls are like...
At which point, I will take her hand again. I will take Aisling's hand again.
Mm-hmm.
Twirl her, dip her, kiss her passionately. Say, darling, that was lovely. And proceed to dance with her some more.
Yeah.
And we will very pointedly jig over Bianca's unconscious form, as if she's not even fucking there.
Right. And legit, everybody at the party just like stopped and was like, "Oh shit." And her girls are now trying to wake her up after y'all have danced over her.
So it happens when you're salutatorian and not valedictorian. People respect you less.
Here's the real
there
question.
is no way to get a better happy ending than through violence. I think that's romance.
Okay, Ben, let us finish sing.
Here's the real question. Do I see a bloke walking around with some fucking...
Ligature marks?
Yeah.
Actually, he hasn't yet. He is still unconscious at this moment.
Yeah.
I will wait then.
I was thinking, yeah. No, so you and your girlfriend are now dancing at the party. You've probably made your way towards the barn where the actual music's playing. And at some point, I'm sure you grab some drinks together and chit chat and stuff like that. And you're probably introducing her to your team.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So we will go with that. We've had that little snippet. We'll come back to you later. Connor, you and Lonnie have just basically, it was romantic, but not romantic. Basically, y'all have, dedicated yourselves to each other, that you will be there for each other.
So my question then is, does that satisfy the ghost sex move, given that it was a deeply emotional and intimate experience?
Absolutely, it does.
So she can ask me any one question that I have to answer 100% truthfully, and I can ask her any one question that she has to answer 100% truthfully. We don't have to say it out loud, but we know the answer flat out. So my question...
ask your question first.
My question is... Does she love me or need me?
And she thinks about that for a minute. Both. Yeah, both.
It's her turn.
Same question. Because that would be what she would do.
Both.
You put her on the spot?
Yep. The answer would definitely be both. I love you. I always have. And I need you. You're my anchor.
You're my conscience.
I suppose you could, I suppose your choice of Jiminy Crickets is kind of an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not gonna complain. I think I just heard the crack of the jaw over there. Or some other bone.
Oh, shit.
I think Rory's back.
Let's go check it out. Shit.
Yeah, I'm now very intimately familiar with that noise.
Oh no, did he hit you?
He has to think for a second because he thinks that if he tells her, she'll want to hit him. And
it depends on how you deliver that.
That's what I'm thinking, because Connor is unintentionally manipulative sometimes, and as much as a part of him would love to watch the werewolf and the ghoul duke it out over his honor.
She gets killed, she steps right back up. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't hear no bell.
I could do this all day.
Lonnie Bell, Captain S. America.
Rory, I kind of took him by surprise, and he was scared, and he batted me aside. I'm fine. It takes a lot to... Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, how bad
you
could
need me
it
to fuck him up?
possibly be? Well, no.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah, no, and I know you would. And part of me, a very vindictive part of me, just would love to see it, but no, I think he's okay. He's found true love.
Connor, I want you to understand something now.
Yeah.
I will never be here for your entertainment.
I know. That's why I said no.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Because
no,
sometimes
no.
you like to help by forcing morality on people. It's a bit manipulative.
I don't.
I know you don't mean to, but you do.
I didn't know that.
So,
I'm sorry. I really didn't know that I did that. I'll try to be more mindful of it in the future. Yeah, anyway, broken bones, probably a face.
let's go
I
check
love
it
you.
out.
Let's go.
Let's go see who got their lights knocked out. And we will leave that scene there of you and Lonnie making your way back to the party where the throwdown went down. It wasn't really much of a throwdown. It was a one-hit wonder.
Arslan said there's going to be 2 hits. Me hitting you, the ambulance hitting 60.
Wow, that's a different line than I thought you'd say with that. That's awesome.
Oh my God. Okay, in Zoom chat, Jerry just put watch out for the cow on the floor. This cat kills me.
Yonko went cow. I'm sorry, Arslan went cow tipping.
For the viewers watching, you guys can't see this, but Jerry is a Zoom chat savant. It is so hard keeping a straight face when you watch the Zoom chat going.
It's true. My cast kills me. Anyway, back to scene.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's last session. We're getting a little punchy. We're like, okay. All right, so last scene before you all get together or handle your resolution of things. Foster and Dia.
As we're walking through the hall, I'm going to lean in and whisper in Dia's ear, I promise to do my best to let nothing bad happen to you. And then I'll start walking.
Realize you just promised me something, right?
I did.
Okay.
And then I smile.
And you enter the throne room. And you see it is actually empty. They've been expecting you. Except for the king on his throne. And it is an ornately wood-carved throne. And there are 2 guards that you see standing on each side of him.
Wait until we're an appropriate distance from the throne before bowing.
Joe, curtsy.
And he nods and says, you may step forward. And as you step forward, one of the guards to the right of the king says, Foster Brooks, and he looks at Discordia. Discordia Belladonna, here to see King Oberon. Ah, Foster, you have brought a friend.
I have, Your Majesty. I hope that's not against any...
It is fine. And he's looking, and when you see this king, he is actually same skin color as Foster. He is golden. His eyes are ruby red, and he is wearing a almost metallic looking purple mask that seems like a butterfly, but it is intricately detailed with a crown on top of it. And his head is actually bald. King Oberon of the Fae. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Belladonna.
Likewise as well, Your Majesty.
I see by your aura you deal with magic, both
Thanks.
natural and ethereal.
I have a way with things. Y'all just call people's secrets out right and left, don't y'all?
It is only us here. It will not leave the room.
Oh, well, you see, I never told him.
That's all right. He could see it as soon as you walked through the realm.
Secrets are hard to keep here.
Clearly.
Individuals' natures are apparent in our realm. But that is okay. I will not make any offers to you, Miss Belladonna. I believe there is a path you have yet to follow that you need to. But we may meet again. Foster, the purpose of the summons was basically to distract you long enough for my wife to talk to your sister.
Of course, Your Majesty.
And when he laughs, it is a deep baritone chuckle that instantly puts your nerves at ease. It sounds so genuine and joyful to your ears.
And I'm going to do my best to not let my nerves be put at ease, because I know that that's part of his charm, the way something else
he is
is
incredibly
part of
charming.
Look, Foster's not used to having that energy directed at him. Usually he's the one directing that energy at others.
You still have much to learn, Foster Brooks.
I do, Your Majesty.
Glad you realize that. Eventually, I believe, you will learn what you need, and then become a more important member of our court.
If I am permitted to ask, by what context?
That is going to be determined by what you learn. You see, your mother was tasked to find a lover and make children, and raise them for service. And she has done well. You are stubborn. You do not take instruction well. But you have not failed. You are just slow. You will get there.
Thank you.
So, what are your plans?
Specifically in regards to the new information I've learned, or in regards to what I'm doing in the human world?
Either. Your choice. Let's see how what you tell the king goes over. How loyal are you to this king?
On the mortal side of things, I was planning to go somewhere with a strong art program. I think I chose the human city of San Francisco.
Ah.
And once I had gotten through my schooling there, I was going to spread art, inspiration, see what sort of antics humans get up to when one of us is involved. Playful, of course. I would never do anything malicious. But I didn't have a plan beyond existing.
I understand. That was intentional. That was intentional. The fact is, if you children grew up knowing you were being conditioned for service, you would have rebelled. It is our nature. So, You will not be. And don't think service is slavery or anything like that. It is not like that at all. You are utilized for your talents, your abilities, your best aspects. At least when you serve me.
Giving you purpose, dear.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that, Miss Belladonna.
There's a pat on her shoulder.
Very insightful.
Have to translate.
Yes, he is slow, isn't he?
She just pats his head back. He's just an adorable puppy that we all know and love.
By the way, for patting him, like, he was showered and clean at the party, but he's been through some driving and shit, so it's gotten loose. But as soon as he stepped into this world, his hair looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like, annoyingly so. Like, you touch it's like just got out of a salon perfect.
He's had his blowout done.
Yeah. He definitely has.
I swear to God, y'all. Fucking blowovers.
My sister has some beauty tips she might be able to share with you. I've never needed them.
But, so what are your plans as far as your Fae aspects? What directions seem to appeal most to you?
There's always been so many interesting stories that my sister and I have gotten from Mom. Truly the idea of running wild and making sure that forests are well guarded has always appealed to me. I mean, my name even says it all.
Indeed it does.
Foster.
Foster, guardian of the forest. That is what I had in mind for you. But you must mature a bit more.
Of course, Your Majesty.
And learn more. Before you are ready.
Am I allowed to have help?
Certainly. Certainly. And if you use it wisely, you will be rewarded and placed in your desired position. And he looks over to the guard on his left. Can you check and see if they are done yet? And the guard walks out of the throne room. So, Miss Belladonna, you have big plans for your future?
Going to Yale.
Excellent school.
Yeah, I got a full ride.
Oh, congratulations. That is some feat.
Thanks.
Damn.
But, well, I did tell you I was talented in chemistry. Bianca only beat me by a couple of points to become salutatorian.
Good. No, this is good. This is good.
I'm just going to Yale, then I'll get my master's and my doctorate. And probably be the first Belladonna to actually be able to do something a little bit more positively than what my grandma had in mind. I'm not a
You are not the first Belladonna I have met, Discordia.
Oh, great. You met my mama.
No, never met your mother.
Oh, good.
She, from what I understand, she refused the gifts. At least that's what your grandmother told me.
That's not exactly true. She only used the powers to snag herself a husband. A daddy, I don't know who he is.
Is sure she's not part Fae?
Being I haven't seen my mama in like several, like a decade or so. I don't know. My grandma raised us.
Well, tell your grandmother I send my regards. She will know. Just tell her Oberon says hi.
Right, because saying that, forgive me, Your Majesty, but in the real world, you're kind of a mythical being, so it's kind of been going,
then tell her in
Grandma.
private. She knows who I am.
Oh, sweet mother of God, you're the private. For all the love and sake for crackers.
Yeah, Foster can't help it. He's fucking dying.
It is a shame your mother abandoned you. She can't help her nature.
Mama's gonna be mama, and I promised myself that I'm just gonna keep myself to myself for a bit and do what I can to for my education and just.
Foster, when he said that triggered something in you.
Remind me exactly what he said again?
He told her, I'm sorry your mother abandoned you. It is in her nature. That triggers in you that Discordia's mother is half Fae.
I know there's no mechanical way to check this, but can I look at her aura again?
Absolutely.
Because there should be some extra color if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. You can roll me 2d6 and add a bonus 2 because you are in the Fae realm.
Sick. I will take that.
Discordia's just standing here like, the fuck? I have no idea what my mama does.
Sorry, my dice were hiding from me. Add an extra 2, you said?
Mm-hmm.
With that extra 2, it's a 12.
With that 12, you realize, thinking on, because you know words have a lot of weight in this realm. Every word given is very important. That he said, give your grandmother my regards. Tell her Oberon says hi. Her grandmother and Oberon have had intimate relations. And when he said...
His now perfect teeth grin.
Mm-hmm, and when he said he is sorry your mother abandoned you, it is just her nature. That is his child. Discordia is his granddaughter.
I won't say anything right now.
That is what you realize.
Clueless right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Foster's really digging the, finally someone else is not noticing something.
Uh-huh. Very well. And as he sees his guard enter back into the room after this little chit-chat, side talk, whatever, that's made Discordia a little bit uncomfortable, and Foster's grinning like the cat that ate the canary.
She is going to side-eye him and needle him when they leave.
And he sees the guard come in and nod his head, and he says, very well. You are excused. Thank you so much for entertaining me with your presence. It was truly a pleasure. Foster, do give your regards to your mother as well. She has done well with you kids.
Of course, Your Majesty.
And she is
eternity.
Welcome at court at any time she is free.
Of course. Have a pleasant eternity.
Thank you. And you walk out and see Holly and Jerry in the entryway.
Foster, what the hell?
No.
You better tell me now. Tell me now.
MC would recommend leaving the castle.
Yeah.
And without even realizing it, Foster will sling his arm over Dia's shoulders as soon as we're home, of course. Sis, we got something to talk about.
And we have a time schedule. TikTok.
Fantastic. All right, guys, let's move. My sister needs us to be prompt.
Yes. Let's go.
As soon as you step foot down the stairs and are actually on the forest floor again, even if you're not in the full forest, you can step back. Because it's kind of magical here, and you can land exactly where you need to land when you come back.
This time, the fade is from the toes. At least for Foster, who's bringing Dia, because it's too funny. And the last thing you see are their lips. Foster's in a very Cheshire smile.
What the ever-loving fuck?
Holly.
You didn't see it. You faded out with him.
I reach for Jerry's hand like, come on.
I begrudgingly put it in her hand.
And compared to like the slow fade, they just pop.
Okay, where do y'all land? Is it by the cars? Where is it?
Let's do it. I'm gonna bring us back to my car because I don't want to leave
Yeah.
my car just
The cars.
out.
Okay,
next to
so-
a-
Yeah, hers is right next to his. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So y'all are right back at the cars. Okay. So y'all have your scene there at the cars.
What the living fuck?
You clearly need to get better about recognizing your family, Dia.
I'm sorry. What
Oh!
are you
Yeah.
talking about?
His Majesty is her granddad. Just figured it out as I was
No
talking.
way!
Okay, I'm sorry. Dial that back like 1,000.
King
You're one of our-
Oberon.
You're one of our cousins, Dia. Welcome to the club.
You're a quarter fae.
She's got a talent for magic, she's hella attractive, and she doesn't take shit. Wow, I should have noticed this much earlier.
You should have noticed it earlier.
I'm fucking. Wait, no. I am. You can't. No. No.
Check if I'm lying, Belladonna. Check if I'm lying.
Do you really want me to do the ring right now?
Do it. I dare you. You won't.
Grandma Hera
She.
and King Oberon.
Your grandmother slept with our king. That's gold right
She
there.
walks around Foster and does it. She does it. Again.
Upon seeing this ring walk, I'm gonna walk away from this because I've been through this. I'm gonna make my way towards the bridge.
Okay.
I
very
will
good.
willingly let her hex me.
Foster, are you absolutely telling me the goddamn awful truth that my grandfather is the king of the fae? What?
Discordia Belladonna, to the best of my knowledge, you are related to His Majesty.
She watches him like a fucking hawk.
Not a single flinch.
I grin because I know that it's the truth.
Motherfucking Christ.
And here's something to know about your now epiphany of a bloodline. It's very annoying for Faye to lie, because most of the time, we don't.
The moment she does this, the ring drops.
We're really good about stepping around the actual truth. And Jerry, I'm very sorry.
Jerry's walked off.
I like Jerry.
So I'm going to cut the scene right here and go to Jerry. Jerry, what are you doing on the bridge?
I am pulling out my phone and I'm rummaging through another pocket that I probably haven't touched in a long time. I am going to kind of go over to where CJ was sitting, gonna look out at the water, and I'm going to pull out the magic deck that Connor made for me. I'm going to pull my phone out and I'm going to send him a text that says, I'm sorry. You were the only one who wanted to know the real me, and I don't think I knew who that was. I think I do now. Have fun wherever you end up, and just know that I love you. And I'm going to put the deck of cards down on the bridge, hit send, and just leave the phone there on top of the deck. And then I'm just going to make my way back over to the forest line.
Okay, Holly, you see Jerry walking from the bridge. He set something down on the bridge and then walked back to the forest line.
I'm going to kind of like glance over at this stuff and then jog over to Jerry.
Okay, it's your scene with him.
I'm sorry.
I'm done. You can go back.
I have to stay here with you until they come pick you up.
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay?
No. I don't think anyone's going to be okay.
Holly and Jerry.
I'm sorry, Jerry. It's
your
not
fault.
something I would wish for anyone.
You're getting something out of it, so at least you can be something better than I was.
Still think you'll do great things. You'll just You'll be used.
Yeah. At least I serve a purpose.
It's true. You'll get to see beautiful things every day. Or every hour, I should say. Time is weird over there. But I'm sorry.
I'm gonna rush back over to the phone and send another text that says, "Hey, please look after the Smythes. Elijah deserves better."
And you hit send on that message. And when you return back to the wood line, Holly's still standing there. And then all of a sudden you hear a pop. And standing right beside Holly is the queen.
Bow
It is done?
respectfully.
Good. And she reaches out a hand to you, Jerry. Come.
As you wish. Gently put my hand in hers.
And she will hold your hand closely for a moment. Do not be sad. You will have a good life. And she
Sure.
takes you close to her, and you pop back to the Fey realm. So, Holly, it's now on you. What do you do?
Deep breath. I turn around and start heading back to the group.
As soon as I see what she's feeling, I'm over there.
Dia's right next to Foster. What just happened?
I got invited to study with Her Majesty. Yeah. Tried to not throw up the entire time I was in her sitting room. God.
All right, now it's full on hug. Like, holy fuck.
Got invited to study. And she was really interested in Jerry, and the price for me to study was to get Jerry to agree to go back.
Oh, sis.
So,
Maybe he'll be happy though. I wish I could say goodbye.
being in Her Majesty's court is not easy. Whereas you got to meet your granddad.
Yeah, the king did not offer me to study under him. I guess I'm still maturing or some shit like that.
Yes,
So-
I just pat his shoulder.
Damn,
Yeah.
sis, I'm both happy for you and a little bit scared.
I still get to study, so I can still go to California with you and everything, but weekend study trips to the Fey Realm with Queen Titania.
I mean, it's not like it's hard for us to get there.
It's true. I'm going to just try and do what I can to check on Jerry when I can. Because I just sold him to be a tool. So
He is his own tool. He forged himself. But maybe this is close to
I
people
hope it works out. That it's fine. She'll be very entertained. He is a very good actor.
Oh, he is. He was really good.
And there's lots of things for him to see and learn from and everything, but yeah.
Okay. So at this point, what are y'all's plans? Are you going to go back to the party?
I would like to, but I will only go if my sister goes.
Yeah, let's go back to the party. I'm sure the amorous werewolves have made it back, hopefully, by now.
Knowing our luck, we missed something exciting with them.
Oh, of course, but...
And it's at this point that all color drains from Foster's face, and he whips out his phone and calls Mom.
At this point, it is about 2:30 in the morning. She's just gotten home from closing down the bar. Foster, what is it? Did you find CJ?
Yeah, fine. She's actually either on her way home or got home by now. Time's a little funny when, we go home.
Oh, shit. What? Okay.
Their Majesties wanted to have a talk with me and Sis.
Yeah, let's talk about that when y'all get home. I'll stay up.
Cool. Just thought I'd let you know. We're fine.
Okay.
I think Sis is and I whisper this hoping she won't hear. Sis has had a rough one.
That's usually the way it goes.
I just smile even wider at Foster. Yes.
That's usually the way it goes.
Returned with the same manic energy.
Okay, we'll talk about it when you get home.
Yeah. Love you, Mom.
Y'all going back to the party?
Yes, and I don't think we're going to be staying there too much longer, though, honestly. It's been a night.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
I love you, kids.
I'll hold it up so that she can repeat it for Holly, too.
Holly, I love you, dear.
Love you too, Mom.
We'll be home hour and a half.
Okay, that sounds good.
No set deadline.
Don't worry, I'll be able to stay up. You know how we are.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too.
Hang up. And now color returns to his face. Now that Mom isn't mad.
You guys are lucky,
In ways.
No, you got a mom that cares.
You can share our mom.
Yeah.
Not eat the bill down away.
She loves you too much anyways.
Well, I mean, technically you're family now. So
yeah. We got a cousin. We have so many places that we can show you now that we know you're not human. This makes things so much easier on us.
Oh, so much easier. And that makes so much more sense as to why you take to the stuff I bring you so well.
I was never human to begin with.
I know, but you're...
Yeah, but you're like our type of not human. That's the cool bit.
Well, the thing is that everyone in my family, my life leaves. I don't have a daddy. Apparently, I never had a grandfather. So y'all wonder why I don't stay close to people, because they all leave in the end.
But guess what?
You get a text. From Craig. Just left your grandma's. I'll see you at the party.
Oh my fucking God.
What?
Hell's bells.
What?
Well, yeah, they're ringing constantly, but what this time?
And legit, it has heart emojis and exos.
Oh, hell's bells. Oh, fuck my life. Oh my God, no, this...
I peek over her shoulder.
Same, other side, almost in sync.
You want to wipe disco tits? There you go. Try and read it now, bitches.
If it wasn't...
Yeah.
You're my best friend. I won't do that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Make sure
I'm tempted, but for totally different reasons.
But is that the boy? Do I finally get to meet the boy?
Yeah, I get to meet the guy who's the reason that I can't sleep with you. This will be awesome.
Yes.
Well, actually, also you don't like me, but...
Well, apparently now we're related, so I can't sleep with you either way.
It's
not related like that. Faye, we're weird, okay?
We're all family.
And besides, we're in South Carolina, not Alabama. Chill.
I mean, that's more Tennessee and Kentucky, but who's really counting? Well, I can tell you he's not a boy, but at all, not even close.
Amen.
I mean, he's not a boy in Points Foster at all. But at the same time, he's more of a man. A little. Roy could take point. Roy could take pointers on this.
Oh,
kind of, yeah.
Well,
I can't wait to meet him. Let's go. Party.
I don't think I could. No.
Yes, and I just start dragging her into the cars.
I will just let them be and take my own car because I still need to get my car with me.
Yes. So Foster gets in
I ride back with Dia.
Okay, Foster gets in his car, and Dia and Holly. Now, who's driving Dia's car? Because Dia is a mess.
Hot mess.
Holly will drive.
Okay,
Holly can drive.
Okay, so Holly will drive Dia's car back to the party with Dia in it, just like babbling to herself.
Most of the drive back, like completely distracting myself. I am like singing to myself, like I'm gonna meet her boyfriend. I'm gonna meet her boyfriend.
She is like on the verge of trying not to cry, but kind of confused, but trying not to cry, but really fucking confused. And this is just really to the point where her magic and herself is just kind of like this warped sense of chaos.
I pull out from the fanny pack, like as I'm driving, one of the baggies and like dangle it a little bit. You want?
No, because I don't want to be a completely full shit face in front of.
This is the low grade stuff. It's fine. It's just gonna take the edge off.
Oh God!
It is a little tiny baby mushroom. It's fine.
Okay, I'm not gonna see fireflies, and I'm not gonna try and hunt my my glove box. Now, am I?
No. Think of it basically as Fey Valium.
Okay, because I know the steering wheel's a no square for any driver. So
wait, what?
Oh yeah. So Mr. Blitzhead wanted to try and help me drive, and he reached over to touch the steering wheel, and I had to tell him it was my no square.
Oh, Jerry.
I have a book he might want back. You're going to have to give it to him. Connor saved it from the fire after Jerry threw it in there, and he gave it to me. Well, I can give it to you, and you give it back to him.
Yeah, I'll give it to him next time I'm over.
I think, you know what, I think Joe, I think Connor would appreciate that. They were so really nice together.
How are we going to explain to Connor?
How am I going to explain this to everyone? No one knows that I've been dating anyone.
It's going to be a big fuck you. No, it's going to be a big fuck you. And you'll love it.
I know exactly what Bianca was saying about me. So the virgin ain't going to get nothing. I'll be virgin till the day I die. I'll be the end of the line of Belladonnas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I'm not ready for this.
It's fine. I'm here.
Honey, I need at least 4 gallons of your best whiskey to get this done and over with properly. And unfortunately, if we're going back to that party, I know Roy's drank all the whole damn thing.
Hang on. No. In the car is a little secret stash that Foster and I kept for ourselves. We'll let you dip into it.
I think I need to, because that fucking bastard probably, you know what he probably did is he took that poor young thing and the thing was howling, and then he just had to drink up all the supply to get his energy back.
I have a feeling that she was probably just as willing.
Oh yeah,
as he was.
I'm sure she was, absolutely, because sexy and mandatory. However, you know, I know for a fact he's probably just now, you know, getting to the booze and going, oh wow, I need now like at least a 12 to 4 inches sub just to try and quench that hunger and thirst.
It's not wrong, but it's fine. Feeding the werewolf is not our responsibility. God, this has been a weird night.
Yeah.
It has been a weird night, and you guys are chit-chatting on your ride over to the party. I am actually going to quickly flash to Jerry. The Queen has taken you to watch a Fae performance. They are actually performing Midsummer.
Okay.
And with the magic in this realm, the creatures are actually real. And, of course, certain roles are being done by other Fae, but it is unlike anything you have ever seen or done. It is magnificent.
Just quietly reciting the same lines for the role that I had in the play.
And the Queen is sitting right there with you. And she is also reciting some lines. And she looks over at you and smiles, and she says, I promise this will not be as bad as you think. You will enjoy yourself.
Have eyes like a starless night. Nothing can be as bad as what I've left. I look forward to the constellations that might burn in those eyes one day.
Oh, Jerry, we are going to be grand friends.
I hope so.
And you and the Queen enjoy the rest of the performance. Connor, you and Lonnie approach as you see Rory and the Aisling, the girl that was at the park, walking towards, actually dancing really, towards the barn. You actually see them dance over the body of Bianca as they make their way to the barn. And you see her girls, all the cheerleaders, rushing up to her, trying to smack her awake and stuff like that. And Lottie's like, okay. That chick he's with is hot. Which one? You think, no, Rory wouldn't hit her. He doesn't hit girls. You think she did it?
I'm 98% sure that she did it. Unless Bianca somehow took him by surprise, I highly doubt it was him.
Oh, I've got to get to know her.
Yeah. And he looks in his pocket.
And you have you actually have 2 techs. And you see that they read, please tell us what you had sent again, just to make sure we all know.
First one says, I'm sorry. You were the only one who ever wanted to know the real me, and I don't think I knew who that was. But I think I do now. Have fun wherever you end up. Just know that I love you. And the second one is more hastily written. It says, please look after the Smythes. Elijah deserved better.
My heart always timidly hides itself behind my mind. I set out to bring stars from the sky, then, for fear of ridicule, I stop and pick little flowers of eloquence.
What's that?
It's from Cyrano.
Oh, is that book you were always reading?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of pretty.
It's beautiful. One of my favorites.
Hmm.
And he tucks the phone and puts it back in his pocket. It'll always be one of my favorites. Let's,
Well, hopefully I'm one of your favorites too. And she sticks her arm in yours and y'all walk.
He takes it, and his he's obviously going with her, and he's doing his best to hope that her elation at seeing Bianca destroyed and the idea of hot new werewolf chick appeals to her enough where she doesn't kind of notice the sudden
Sullenness.
Yeah, he's not sullen. It's just like a bittersweet kind of smile.
Oh no, she's oblivious. You know how Lonnie is. She's not the most empathic person in the world.
Yeah, no, I'm the in this relationship I know what half I have. And I make a mental note and kind of nod to myself. The Smythes will be all right as long as I'm around. I promise.
Excellent. So you and Lonnie go wherever in the party that you wish to go, perhaps going towards the barn, following behind Rory.
Yeah, I mean, we're all best friends now, so that seems like the best place to go.
All right. Foster, Holly, and Dia arrive at this party. As you get parked and walk towards where the festivities are, you see the cheerleaders surrounding Bianca on the ground. She looks like she had the shit knocked out of her. She's got this giant bruise on the side of her fucking face. And she seems to be out of it. I mean, she's awake, but she's not coherent yet.
I'm not fixing that.
Fuck, we missed it.
Damn. Sis, do you need to go and check on her?
No, fuck her. Really? No, don't fuck her. She's not worth it.
No, she's not.
She's too ambition driven. I like girls who just want to have fun for the sake of it.
No, sweetie. She doesn't do anything. She's a dead fish.
I've worked with worse.
No, I mean, Dad laid down, does absolutely nothing.
Oh, she doesn't even contribute? God.
No.
Anyways. With you having a boyfriend, how did you know? And secondly, don't tell me.
What? That,
I said don't tell me.
And then she tells me everything? Oh, or maybe I have something of hers that tells me something about her.
Oh, neat. Oh, shit. Is that Rory?
Yep. And y'all see Rory and his girlfriend with the football team. They are dancing and hooting and hollering and just having themselves a ball inside the barn.
Before we leave the car, I pull the very nice alcohol from the secret compartment in the trunk, and I just hand it.
And do you get the book from Dia?
Yes.
Okay.
I basically just switch them out, and I hand her a very nice bottle of liquor.
Okay, fantastic. And as you walk towards the barn, you also see just ahead of you Connor and Lonnie, his friend, walking into the barn. And you hear a shout. Don't ever call her disco tits again. And wham! You hear a smack. And he looks and he says, "There's still some ice in that keg bucket."
I think someone else just got hit and we missed it. God damn it.
Rory,
is that your boy?
I don't know.
And this guy walks out, obviously, to get some air. Dia, you recognize the voice. You've just never heard him yell like that. And he looks up at you and he's like, "Dee Dee. Dee Dee? There you are."
Even I never heard that one.
I'm so funny right now.
Oh, Ashlyn and fucking Rory are fucking pouncing on this.
I like do the put both my hands on her shoulders. Are you going to introduce us?
And he walks up and he just he basically he has a towel, he's wrapped the ice around his fucking fist, and he just wraps you in a great big old hug and kisses you on the cheek. You're a sight for sore eyes, my love.
My love. Oh.
Don't you start with me, Rory, or I will hex you from hell and back.
And this gentleman that you see is tall.
boyfriend.
He looks like he's probably about 20. He looks a little bit older than you guys. He is very well dressed. He's tan-skinned, has dark hair, beautiful eyes, and he has a very athletic build. Not big and bulky, but strong.
I don't know what you're so bashful about, darling. He's quite fetching.
Would you? I don't think he swings that way, darling.
I don't either, but I can appreciate, can't I?
Oh, is it
here's the thing,
game
Dia.
respecting game?
Amen, sister. Amen.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not so much game. It's more just you can appreciate the menu even if you're not allowed to order, you know?
Dee Dee, introduce me to your friends.
Really, she's...
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, the Irish asshole over there is Rory.
Charmed, dear darling.
He's a dick. That's Holly. That's Foster. And over
Casual
there
bow.
is Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Muted.
He's muted.
He's ghost-like right now. No.
That was a muted
Ghost.
That was brilliantly not muted. It was great.
Hello. You look just like you sound.
Oh, God.
Okay, then.
Lonnie, this is Dia's boyfriend from San Francisco. He's really nice.
San Diego.
Where's Jerry?
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
San Diego.
Who's Jerry?
Where is he?
He had a business opportunity and is currently working through that.
Yeah.
Not coming back, is he?
Did you all meet some sort of fucking truck stop
anytime
prostitutes that offered him a job?
I met my grandfather.
He was presented with a great opportunity
That,
to...
if he's careful, will be very good for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can share more when we're not at a party.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Okay. Sorry.
Brilliant.
Apparently,
Good for
I gotta
him.
tell.
Connor, if you apologize again, Lonnie's going to have to knock me out.
She actually is quite capable of doing that.
I am, you know.
She is,
Why do you think
One of these days, you and I need to talk, Lonnie. I want to design a tattoo.
Lonnie, why do you think I was so...
And she
why do
turns
you
around,
think-
she's like, look at the one I just got. And she's got a tree of life on her back. And you can tell it's been freshly done because it's still got a little bit of that red around the edges.
The Tree of Life. It's really nice.
I resist the urge to trace my finger along it because I don't know if she'd be comfortable with me touching her.
Dia just tries to fade back.
Bad, Foster. Bad.
Oh, Rory, that guy you told me to stay away from, yeah, he tried to attack me.
I'm sorry, what?
Which guy?
Wait,
Oh.
what'd we miss?
Oh.
Wait. Which one?
Where is Brett now?
I choked his ass out. He's in the third tent.
Right, I'll be right
Did he
back.
have purple marks around his neck?
I feel like we all just move as a group.
Yeah, it's uncanny. It's just...
I'll hold my hand out so that my sister can hand me one of her knives, too.
And Aisling is going with you. Of course, Lonnie's taking y'all to the tent. And Craig is actually following along. He's looking really fucking confused right now.
I'll explain later, darling. It's you know what? I just found out a lot about my family, and we need to talk.
Okay, then. Well, I guess, we will have some time since I'm going back with you to San Diego tomorrow.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm riding with you so you don't have to make the drive alone.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, babe.
It is a long drive, and California is really bad with traffic.
Okay. Dia?
See,
I'm sorry, Dee Dee.
He looks
I
just like he
approve.
sounds. He's really nice.
Okay.
Dee Dee.
Guys,
Although he is a bit of a
I can't let
cradle
my girl
robber.
make that drive by herself.
You're a good chap. I like you. Dee Dee, I approve.
Oh, I'm glad that I'm getting your blessing to date this man.
No, he's getting my...
If he ever wants to propose, does he need to talk to you too? Are you my dad?
No.
He does have to talk to me.
Yes, and he may have to talk to your granddad if he's not careful.
That's true.
I'm just
Granddad
saying,
would be very interested.
I'm merely saying he's good enough to lick your boots.
Don't ever lick my boots, please.
And he gets this coy gray. He says, and other things.
I fully make sure
I
that he
don't
gets a
feel
handshake
comfortable
from
with
me
this
and
at all.
Matt.
Well, it's not for you to feel comfortable with. He's not going to be licking your boots now, is he?
God, I hope not. By the way, you guys, I think that what we need right now, especially when you see this guy, is I think what we really need is a pack of monsters. I think
I don't
that's the
see any
best way to
monsters
handle
here.
it.
I see a bunch of blokes that are about to have ourselves
Yeah.
a grand old time.
Don't worry.
At which point
We're all
I
regular
approach
people.
I approach the tent and I just fucking rip it open.
And you see Brent laying there with his pants around his fucking ankles, bruising around his throat. He's breathing, but he is unconscious.
I just hold my fist out to Lonnie.
As she, because you notice her top
Fine work.
her top is ripped, but she does not look injured.
I'll take off my shirt and offer it to her.
She will put it on, and it's like
Thank
huge
you.
on her.
Mine,
And I will
pass through her.
I will walk up to Brett. And I'll sort of, standing over him, I was kind of lean down and just kind of smack him across the face.
He comes. What?
So, what have you been up to?
Hi, Brett.
And he is so out of it.
I'll grab him by the fucking lapels and I'll fucking just toss him out to the tent.
Give him this.
Oh.
And wake him right up. I want him to see me when I do this to him.
Now, are you keeping your boyfriend around this?
He knows what I am.
Okay.
See, he's the only one I told.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion? Let's do this a little bit away from here. I think that what's going to happen next, if I'm reading the room
Aisling
correctly.
actually grabs the guy by the collar and starts dragging him to the woods.
Thank you, Aisling.
I skip after.
I also skip after, be like, Aisling, I think I'm really going to like you.
I
Darling,
float over.
darling, you might want to come with me because you might need to hold me back after I do something.
Of course.
Lonnie, these are my new friends, and I think what's about to happen is going to be very satisfying for both of us.
Hey,
And
I'm here for it. You know me.
Rory will look at,
Yeah, I do.
Rory will look at Dia and just be like, "Are you sure, love?"
Oh, I am so sure.
Brilliant.
I've been waiting
Let's-
for this for 4 fucking years.
Let's do this then.
And with that, the monsters do monster stuff.
And at this point, this is where we end our story of Monsterhearts 2, Home I Love to Hate. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this incredible night of crazy, harrowing, emotional events for these young monsters. Some learned lessons. Some still have quite a few lessons to learn. I want to thank everyone at my table for helping to make this story so amazing. Thank you so, so much. You came to me with skin ideas for your characters and all this backstory stuff and all these people tied to you and so many plots to pull from. It's been amazing crafting this story with you. So thank you all so, so much. What you got?
Quick round of applause for our MC.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, big thanks to you.
This was absolutely
Standing even.
incredible.
Literally could not have done it without you.
Yeah, this
Fact.
was such an amazing experience. You told a great story, and I've never been part of a group of miscreants that gelled so well together. And You made it all possible. The people watching, I don't know if you can tell the amount of fun that we're having when we're playing this, but this has been a unique and amazing experience for me. And I'm so grateful to the cast and Raylan and everybody for watching. And I fucking love you guys. I love all of you.
And I love all of you. Thank you so much for the high praise. Really, I am still a relatively new game master, and I learned so much with this, and it also did help boost my confidence because you guys delivering such fantastic role play allowed me to really stretch some of my things I wanted to learn more about. So thank you so, so much. Thank you. Everyone. We are, of course, wrapping this game, but I'm going to tell you what's coming up first, and then I'll lead into our other outro stuff. What's coming up next is Saturday, the 26th of June. Ravnos Archon down here in this corner, also known as Chew Will Lovett, our lovely Jerry that is going to become basically a foot soldier of the Queen of the Fae.
There are worse fates.
There's also
worse
better.
He will be running a Mage the Ascension 2E game on Saturday, the 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Rev Ben Powers here, Connor, Mr. I didn't realize I was forcing morality on people. I'll try to work on that.
Ben knew he was doing it.
We'll be playing in that game. It is set in 1984 Miami. So, Will there, he can describe it in a way that cracks me up. But I personally think Mage the Ascension Miami Vice Edition. But
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Gold chains and open shirts.
Yes. So that will be on Saturday, the 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday, the 27th at 5 p.m. Eastern is Windy City After Dark, our Vampire the Masquerade V5 game. It is in our third season. We have Mickey Bear in it as Sam Grant. At this point, we haven't even filmed this episode yet, so I don't even know what the hell's going to happen in this one coming up. But I can tell you, based on the first 3 episodes of the season, oh my God, shit's crazy. This coterie they are about at their breaking points for all the shit that's been thrown in their lap, and they are going to make some heads roll. I'm telling you that these people, these kindred are about to show why they are ancillary, why they have domain, why they were formed together, because they work so fucking good together. So you're going to see that play out over this third season, and it's amazing, and you don't want to miss an episode. Trust me. And then basically, as far as this, we are done. There will be no more Wednesday stream of Monsterhearts for quite some time. Now, that's not saying I'm not going to eventually run another Monsterhearts story. I actually fell in love with this system running this game. It leads to some really great story. I love the drama, and it's rich in it.
The juiciest role-playing game I've ever experienced.
Yeah. But if you want to play games with us, join our table, or talk with the cast of our games and other community members that are here in Twitch, join us on our Discord. Our Discord server called McStabber's Lounge is where we recruit players for our streamed games. We also do Friday night community Zoom chats that are not streamed. It's just a Zoom chat where people can join us on Friday evenings to just chit-chat, get some social interaction with the community, all of that. We don't have a Patreon or anything like that to set, differentiate who can have access and who can't. It's open to everybody, and you don't need a camera to participate. Just be able to chat with us. We are also, another thing we're doing with our community, because here at McStabber Studios, we are big on the community aspect, real big on that. We are actually starting up a Blood on the Clock Tower community game. We are planning to do that roughly about once a month on Saturday evenings. And we will be doing that with the community through Zoom for video and through Discord chat for private chats, because the way this game works, it basically is a social game where you are doing intrigue and investigation to figure out who the demon is in the town. It's a very interesting and basically it's a good versus evil game, and people lie, people manipulate. It's craziness and chaos and wonderful, and we do those once a month on Saturday nights. Now, so that's on Discord. Join us there. Absolutely. If you like the content we are providing, you can give us a like or follow. I think it's follow here on Twitch. And if you really want to support us, you can give us a subscription. If you have Amazon Prime, that subscription, you get one free for a month. You may want to give that to us. Also, you can find our back content on our YouTube. This Monsterheart game, as well as our vampire games and other games that I have run and my husband have run, are on the McStabber Studios YouTube. We also have YouTubes for our Call of Cthulhu game that runs on Saturdays during Saturdays at 3 p.m. Right now they are on a little break. That is on the Ishfel YouTube, and then Haunted Chronicles, which is a game that is currently on hiatus, which is a Chronicles of Darkness game, is on the Haunted Chronicles YouTube. So if you'd like to check out other game systems and other games, go give our YouTube channels a follow for free over there on YouTube. And friends, we have lots of friends in the gaming community. You'll see some in our chat over there. One of those is Ravnos Archon there. Not only is he running a mage game on our stream, he runs some games on his. He has Vampire, he has Legend of the Seven Rings, he has Star Wars. He has lots of systems other than D&D that he runs. He also does some monthly one-shots on his channel. Go give him a follow. Coyote Lewis down here does some video game streaming. I know recently she's been on a Final Fantasy kick, so go check that out if you're interested in video gaming. That is twitch.tv/Coyote Lewis. And then Mickey Bear is in Sudbury by Night, a V5 game over on Archives of the Dragon. It is streams on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check that out. And it is twitch.tv/Archives of the Dragon. And then we have Junie. She is in a Changeling the Dreaming game on Archives of the Dragon, playing a Sluha. She likes her spooky witchy stuff.
All it takes is a whisper.
And she also runs a game on her channel, the RPG Table, which is another vampire V5 game set in Chicago like ours in Windy City, but her game is definitely unique to how she runs games. Her game has different story, different plots, different characters. Aren't you even crossing splats with the characters this season?
I am. I have 5 kindred and 1 mage.
Oh God.
Hey,
I don't know how you did it, but I'm gonna check. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I'm going to check it out because I want to see how you made that work. So
carefully, very carefully.
And also, and that link is in our friends list. And she also does some crafting. She does, crochet and stuff like that. She does charity streams for St. Jude. She raises a lot of money for good causes. I mean, I love the Baby Yoda. I'm not even a fan of Star Wars, but I love the Baby Yoda because it's just so darn cute with those little beady black eyes. But so check out our friends on Twitch here. They do provide some great content, and I'm so honored that so many of our streaming friends wanted to join me for this game. I am really honored. And make sure that you also, speaking of friends, do take care of your friends around you. Check in on your friends, look in on them, make sure they're doing okay. And if you're not doing okay, touch base with the people you trust. Open up conversation with them, get them to be there for you if you need them. And if you need professional help, you go ahead and get that. We've got a lot of links over in chat right there that will tell you how you can find resources in America for your crisis situations that you might be dealing with. And we also have a link for international, so that if you need help and you are outside of America, you can actually get that information if you need it. And also, if you have it possible, I know not everywhere is as well as at managing the vaccination distribution as my own state has been. But if you are able to get scheduled and get your vaccines for COVID, please go do so. Please go do so. Because it is important that we try to look out for each other by taking care of ourselves. It's hard to take care of others if we don't take care of ourselves. That's knowledge you need to keep in mind from your friendly nurse mom. Reland Air. Also, one last thing is we have merch. So check out our merch store. We have amazing merch in there for various games that we run on our stream. And we also have merch just for studios. So if you're interested in t-shirts, posters, notebooks, even decks of cards with art printed on it, that kind of stuff, check it out. You will see what's over there. Might find something that you just need to have. And that is it, I believe. Anything you guys would like to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
Don't assume someone's not a monster just because they seem normal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And don't assume monsters aren't just normal people too.
If I could get everyone to just give us the good old at the end of Breakfast Club, just
Thank you everybody so much. We love you. And if you want to support this cast, give some bits, seriously, because we give all the bits to our players, not to me or Shanky, the studio owners. So really, give some bits. If you can, let's get a hype train going, because we need the bits for these people, because they produce some great quality content for y'all. Love you.
Show us your biddies.
Show us your biddies. That's right.
No, that's how I get disco tits. Fuck you.
show us those disco biddies.
Disco biddies. Y'all have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for watching.
Bye.
Bye.